let's say, so we both said we don't expect Brock Purdy to make it through the season for whatever cynical reasons we have. But you know what? History would sort of say that's a pattern. Okay. So the question really comes down to, can the 49ers win the Super Bowl with Sam Darnold this season? I think Kyle Shanahan thinks the answer is hell yeah. What do you think?
No. I don't even think they'll win the Super Bowl with Brock Purdy. No. That's
so definitive. No.
No. I don't even think they'll win a Super Bowl with Brock Purdy. The reason being, I don't think the quarterback play is good enough. I watched him in training camp. I'm not going to say, the 3 weeks or the 10 practices or whatever that I watched were definitive of what Brock Purdy could be. But I came into the season not confident with any of the 3 options the 49ers have. Obviously, they traded one of them. But anytime you have a situation like this where we're talking about the backup quarterback in this situation, that's not providing that much confidence, in your starter. And Sam Darnold, I think he can look good in this offense. I think that he'll look better than he ever has been in his career. But I still don't think it's good enough to win a Super Bowl. Can they make the NFC Championship game? Absolutely. Sure. You can even pin them down to even make potentially the Super Bowl. Do I think they can win it, though? No. And history proves that, where you need a very good quarterback to make the Super Bowl or to win the to win the Super Bowl. Not make, because Jimmy made it a couple of years ago, but to win the Super Bowl, you need a very good quarterback.
I think if someone said yes, they would point to Nick Foles, right? Nick Foles was a backup. He was on a good team. He played for a little while, won the Super Bowl. I don't know that Sam Darnold is Nick Foles. I'm looking at Nick Foles. When he was 24, he was a starter. He went 8-2. He threw 27 touchdowns and 2 picks. His quarterback rating was 119. He went to the Pro Bowl. Like, that wasn't on the greatest team ever. It was with Chip Kelly. Like, Sam Darnold never had a season like that. Never will have a season like that. I thought Nick Foles for his career was 29-29. He always played pretty well. The issue with him in Philly was he would get hurt a lot. He would take hits. I don't think that Sam Darnold is going to be that guy. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe being predictable and cynical here. I just feel like if the season comes down to him, and we both think it will, then I don't think they're going to win a playoff game with Sam Darnold. And if Sam Darnold goes out there and looks ridiculous on the big stage in a big game for the Niners, once again we're looking at Kyle like, this is the guy you believed in? We're supposed to take you seriously as an offensive genius quarterback whisperer. You got Sam Darnold out here playing like Sam Darnold, ruining this. Like, you could have had someone else. You could have drafted Dorian Thompson-Robinson. You could have had Trey Lance, but this is who you wanted, right? So I think a lot's going to come down to Sam Darnold this year. And that's going to be interesting for Kyle. If this dude has to play meaningful snaps in big games and it ain't good, he had one advocate in the world. I don't know.
I think he'll play. I do think, and it's unfortunate. I don't want to wish injury on anybody, but given the history of the 49ers, I do think he'll play. And so we'll see what happens when he does play. I don't think he'll look bad. I just don't think the 49ers can overall win a Super Bowl. They can make it very far. Just don't think that Super Bowl is kind of in their, which is why I think they pivoted in 2024.
I feel like Darnold could look functional running the offense, like being a game manager, but the difference between him, I feel like, and Purdy is like when the play breaks down, Purdy kind of is good at doing things off script. And Darnold seems like he has no idea what he wants to do. He kind of freezes. He's just so indecisive. He has the tools to make plays, and sometimes he'll make a nice, like the touchdown throw he had in the red zone was nice, and it was. But a lot of times it's like, man, do you want to scramble? Do you want to throw? Do you want to stay in the pocket? Do you want to leave? Do you know? Have you made up your mind? Whereas Purdy seems to kind of at least make a decision and go with it. That's my problem with Brock, and I mean with Darnold, and I think that indecisiveness leads to terrible mistakes.